specifically, he was waiting very eagerly to get his hands on you. He's a thief and a murderer, and so far has completely escaped capture.
Villain! Wretch!
He's horrible. Awful.
You haven't the faintest idea.
How's Brazil so far, Neil? Yeah.
Brazil's been great. The people are so nice.
Did anything crazy happen that you want to share? Like,
everywhere we go, there are fans of How I Met Your Mother, I think, who are very, very passionate.
Nice.
The passion here is startling.
That's what we call Brazilians. Yeah, they're crazy, right?
Because I'm happy to take a selfie.
Yeah.
But when you're rushing me, like you're about to stab me with a knife, it's less exciting.
Okay.
Nothing but blue sky.
Violet, Klaus, and Sonny were intelligent children. Most everything that happened to them was rife with misfortune and despair.
Your parents have perished in a terrible fire. Perished means killed.
We know what perished means.
So I saw in the trailer that Olaf bought something online, right?
Yeah.
We can expect some jokes about the current days.
A little bit. It's interesting because the books don't ever say what year it is.
Yeah.
And so when we were filming the series, we had a bunch of questions. How do the kids deal with things like talking to each other from afar? Do they use an old-timey telephone?
Yeah.
Do they use a cell phone? And so we created the world that was relatively timeless. That being said, we do a fair amount of jokes about streaming media. Since it's a Netflix show, we assume that you're going to be watching it in your living room or on your computer. And so we add some sort of contemporary jokes.
When the sand runs out, that fortune is mine.
I didn't realize the sand went so quickly. I bought it online. You're gonna need to flip it a couple of times.
I love the movie by Jim Carrey. Did you watch it or just run away from it?
Barry Sonnenfeld, who is our director and our executive producer, asked me not to watch it.
Okay.
He was worried it would affect my performance.
Right.
So I watched it.
Right, why not?
Because what? What is he gonna do?
Okay, yeah.
Who is he?
I saw the first episode. It's great. I love it.
I liked the movie. I thought it was very funny.
Yeah.
But it was much more comedic than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
well, that I imagined the book. So when I read
Nice.
the book, it was almost felt old-timey and sinister. And then when I watched the movie, it felt very wacky.
Yes.
And so I watched the movie and thought, okay, good. I don't have to compete with that because they
Yes.
were doing very
Very
silly
dark and
comedy,
sweet.
and we're going to try and be a bit darker.
Good morning. I am Stefano.
It's afternoon. Enter account Olaf.
People know that I'm a big fan of yours, but what people don't know
Cool.
is that we are very close friends, right?
Yeah, well, very close friends.
So I have here some pics.
Uh-huh.
So in
Pics of us?
different moments.
Oh,
of our
fantastic. I remember
friendship.
these.
Yeah. Do you remember these moments?
Yeah, this
So
was great.
You can tell what you're doing.
Yeah, in this one, you just told me that great joke.
Yeah.
And then they
Right.
said,
And the
and
train.
action, and I had to go up,
Oh, exactly.
and you couldn't stop yourself, so you came out when they had to stop the take.
Right.
That one was funny. Oh, this one was great. You were working behind the bar.
Yeah,
in fact, I think you were responsible for,
We met some people that night, right?
yeah, Ted was there,
Yeah.
and
Ted.
Marshall was there,
Exactly.
and I think you got some action behind the bar, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. Good for you. Pour me
Excellent.
another shot, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that was fun. I asked you to take your clothes off.
Yeah, but
Why?
It was cold. Yeah, you told me to.
You have a nice
Sunga.
body.
Do you know
It was-
sunga? We call sunga.
Oh, because you only did the tsunga.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly. So yeah.
next time. This one,
Yeah, you get some
Roofies.
drinks. Yeah, me too.
I asked you not to with the roofies,
But yeah, I tried.
but that's your thing.
You
That's
drink
your
a
play.
lot, right?
And I don't really remember what happened the rest of the night, but
But it was fun. It was a fun day.
a lot of blood. Oh,
which,
yeah.
Which was the last one?
This was
oh,
great.
Yeah. That
I mean,
day-
what night didn't we do this?
Exactly.
When
I'm
you
a
came to New York.
Frankenfurter, right?
You're
And
Frankenfurter,
you're just
and I was Hedwig.
the best Hedwig ever.
Yeah, and we just had a sing-off. God, good times.
Yeah, right. Do you think you could back to do a Hedwig or?
I'd like to. The problem is it's just exhausting.
Yeah,
I did it for
time.
7 months. I lost 22 pounds. I couldn't really talk during the day. I was sleeping all the time. I was seeing the doctor because I kept getting infections because I was so skinny. So if I was going to commit to it, I would have to. That was hard.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it again. It
Maybe
was fun
one
to sing
time.
those songs.
I really want to watch it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're
That's
welcome,
all.
man. My pleasure. Very funny.
The only reason why Count Olaf hasn't torn you limb from limb is because he hasn't gotten a hold of your fortune.
You will never get away with this.
The fortune will be mine.
Carpe diem.
Seize the children.
Seize the day.
I said they.